Good evening, everyone, and welcome to UTC Oxfordshire's virtual event for our open evening. My name is Sam Knowlton, and I took over as principal here in April of this year. We're a university technical college with science and engineering excellence at our core. We have a good Ofsted rating and specialise in STEM subjects at both Key Stage 4 and Key Stage 5, with the emphasis on an industry/business approach to education. We ensure that our students can flourish academically and personally in an aspirational, supportive and technological environment. Students here benefit from a focused, rich curriculum which starts in year 10 for most students, moving through into sixth form. If you are with us this evening with the intention of joining us in year 10 in September 2021, you have the option of a technical route with engineering focus, or an applied route with either an engineering or science focus. At GCSE, students obtain between 8 and 11 GCSEs or equivalent combination qualifications, depending on the pathway. More information can be found in our prospectus and through the application process online. At Key Stage 5, you'll hear from Lynn this evening with regard to our pathways at Key Stage 5. Students here at UTC Oxfordshire are empowered to think and act confidently and with professionalism. They're guided through their education by highly qualified, experienced staff who are not only qualified teachers, but have also had an industrial and business background before joining our UTC. We are fortunate to benefit from appropriate technologies which reflect the tools of the workplace. During both the imposed lockdown for student groups and self-isolation, this enables us to continue seamlessly with our educational programme. Our curriculum develops employability skills and deepens understanding, opening doors to future success. You'll see some of those destinations this evening. Destinations to higher level apprenticeships, Russell Group universities and Oxford and Cambridge to study prestigious courses such as medicine, astrophysics, engineering and accounting are all high expectations of our students. We are well supported by world-renowned employees who are in the local area such as BMW and UK Atomic Energy. Again, you'll hear about those this evening as well. I'm going to hand over to the team to talk about some of the aspects I've touched upon. Let me hand you over to Head of Sixth Form, Lynn Jenkins.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to this open event. As Sam said, my name is Lynn and I'm Head of Sixth Form here at UTC Oxfordshire. I also teach business. I would like to talk about our unique curriculum offer for September 2021. Our Sixth Form is a great place to study. Last year, 44% of our students achieved AAB or above in facilitating A-levels, results to be very proud of. As a specialist science and engineering school, we have 6 distinct level 3 pathways for our Sixth Form students to choose from. They are all full-time courses and will take students on to exciting destinations. So the slide which you can see now summarises those choices, and you can look at that in more detail on our website. So our A-levels, we offer a traditional STEM A-level offer. We are a specialist school, and so we restrict our A-levels to those specialisms. Our A-levels last for 2 years. Students study doing internal assessments throughout those 2 years and then take all of their exams at the end of that time. So if you are good at exams and you're not yet sure which of our STEM subjects you'd like to specialise in, this could be the option for you. You will certainly enjoy and learn from the experience. An alternative would be to choose a vocational programme of study. Engineering is at our core, and we offer 2 options here. Students can go down a slightly more technical route. They're still doing 1 or 1.5 A-levels worth of engineering, but they're also using our fabulous workshops and our very experienced staff to achieve some technical diploma qualifications, which allow them to go straight into the workplace. In fact, one of my students who did an academic route is now in an apprenticeship and is doing exactly the same technical qualifications as his younger brother who's with us. So definitely a skill to move forward with. All of our students in sixth form will do maths. They will either be studying an AS level in core maths or a full A-level maths. So you'll keep seeing maths in every single subject offering. We can't be a STEM school where students can't do maths, so we encourage that. The alternative engineering academic stroke vocational route is to take 3 A-levels worth of engineering, and that's an extended diploma. Again, we allow students to run an A-level maths alongside it if they want to do so, or take AS core maths, and they could take an extended project. We're really proud of both of these engineering routes. They are life-changing and allow our students to go on to do some fabulous things. The second vocational route I'd like to talk about is our new applied science route. So we are offering a level 3 extended diploma in applied science. Again, it's equivalent to 3 A-levels. It allows students at 16 to specialise in sciences. So the applied science route will give students a sort of breadth of subjects. They will be studying core subjects. They'll also be taking some optional subjects for slightly more interesting units. 50% of the assessment here is through external exams, just like an A-level, but the other 50% is coursework, which really allows learners to, sort of peel back the layers and dig down in a subject. Again, you can take an A-level in maths if you're qualified and wish to do so, or an AS in core maths alongside, and the extended project remains an option. And finally, our third vocational route here at UTC Oxfordshire is to specialise in business. So again, it's an extended diploma in business worth 3 A-levels, or you can do a slightly smaller one worth 2 A-levels if you're doing an A-level alongside it. Business fits with our sort of STEM philosophy because we are here situated in the middle of all these fabulous engineering and science organisations, but not everybody who has completed a sort of STEM pathway at Key Stage 4 wants to continue that. So we allow students to look at businesses, how these companies are run, and help them, support them to find out more so that hopefully they will take that pathway into some of our partner organisations. So lots of exciting options for students here at UTC Oxfordshire. I have just touched on those. You'll find lots more information along with sort of links to specifications and some information about each route on our website. But for now, I'm going to hand over to my colleague Rosie, who's going to talk to you about extended projects.
Hello, I'm Rosie. I'm Assistant Head of Sixth Form here at the UTC, and I'm also a physics teacher. Something that we offer here at the UTC is Extended Project Qualification, also known as EPQ. It is a qualification where students get to choose a topic and spend time either writing a dissertation or building or making an object, which we call an artifact. And this opportunity really enriches their academic qualifications, often resulting in a lower offer from universities, and at the very least is a really great talking point for interviews. It shows that students can work independently, that they manage their time well, and it also shows off their knowledge outside the academic curriculum that most other students will have. It's a brilliant qualification for students who are self-motivated. Another form of enrichment that the UTC provides is employer-led projects. I'm going to pass over to Richard, who has recorded an explanation of what they are.
Hi and welcome to this virtual event. I'm just going to speak to you very briefly about our employer-led projects programme. ELP, or Employer-Led Projects, happens every Wednesday here at UTC Oxfordshire. We effectively collapse the timetable for 2 hours across all 4 year groups, and the students get a chance to work with real employers on exciting projects. The whole reason we set up ELP was to allow our students to develop these all-important work-ready skills. These include leadership, problem solving, communication, teamwork, initiative, planning and organising, resilience, and self-awareness and management. As I said, these are real companies, and these companies are already in the market and looking for young technical students. And our students, what they get is they get a really special opportunity to present work to often very senior members of these international companies, as you can see below there, companies such as UK AEA, Network Rail, Crown Packaging and BMW Mini, just to name but a few. The types of example projects that I can mention here is designing car parts for the electric BMW Mini, using robotic kits to create sorting solutions for UK AEA. This is a really interesting one. They use virtual reality headsets and little cameras on robots that they built themselves. It's really quite intriguing. Developing resealable can solutions for Crown Packaging, which is apparently one of the next big things, sort of looking at fully recyclable, resealable can solutions. Solving serious network rail issues such as leaves on the line. So this costs the network an awful lot of money each year, something in the region of about £23,500 a day. So this is something they're very keen to look for solutions for. So in summary, if you are curious about how things work, and if you like coming up with solutions, if you're that sort of curious kind of person, if you like working in a team and you would like the chance to work with real employers, you would like to stand out from the crowd but do that now, then I think you're going to love our employer-led projects. Thanks for listening.
We've got some amazing partners like BMW Mini, and the prizes that they offer for the winning teams are sometimes really, really exciting. Our most recent one was a fast track through to the final interview stages for apprenticeships for both Year 11 students and Year 13 students. In that project, the students had to design a new features for the car, which is something that's really exciting for the students. They can really do a lot with these projects. We have some, a lot of them are very engineering based, but we do have some science and some business based employer-led projects too. And this is an opportunity where students get to work in a team with people they don't necessarily know and certainly don't usually work with. They have to manage their time and they have to manage their resources so that they produce something at the end of it. It's a really, really great opportunity that most students from most schools just don't get, that we can offer here at the UTC. I'm going to hand over to Lynn, back to Lynn, to talk about the destinations for our students.
Thank you, Rosie. So, well, summer 2020 results day, not something I hope to repeat. It was a challenging day for everybody who was involved. So sixth form students across the country had mixed results. They had disappointment and very stressed indeed. I was extremely relieved to be working at UTC Oxfordshire. Our destinations manager worked so closely with all of our Year 13 students throughout lockdown to make sure that they had destinations lined up. And our students came in on the day and they were all within 2 days had their favoured university place, or they had secured a degree apprenticeship or an apprenticeship. It was a moment to be very proud to be working here, seeing our students walk off confident and, in spite of the challenges of lockdown and not being able to do their exams, having secured their place to go on to their next destination. As you can see from the pie chart here, this year most of our students have secured a destination at university. That's not always the case here, but several were disappointed. Apprenticeships were not available or were frozen. Because we encourage our students to make a university application anyway, to have that in their back pocket, then many of them had that fabulous sort of insurance choice and are thoroughly enjoying their time. So our students will, the students that are going to apprenticeships and degree apprenticeships tend to stay local to here, which is why it's so important that we continue to work with our industry partners to really promote the UTC and to promote the skill set that our students have. so that when apprenticeships and degree apprenticeships come back online post-lockdown, that we're in prime position to take advantage of that and share that with our students. So destinations are something that we're incredibly proud of, and like I said, in spite of everything that the exam boards threw at us this year, something which our students did incredibly well with. So what's it like to be at UTC in sixth form? I'm going to hand back to Rosie. She's going to tell you a little bit about what it might feel like if you came here for your sixth form experience.
So our expectations align very much with what employers' expectations are of their workers. Our environment allows students to grow in maturity over time and thrive as they develop into young adults. We do have high expectations of our students, but they're very reasonable. The UTC offers a great deal of student support, and we take quite a holistic view, offering support through academic support for learning needs, emotional support for any emotional needs, and just generally checking in on students to make sure that they are getting the right level of attainment. Collaboration with our tutors, our subject teachers and our pastoral team means that we provide care and guidance for students, ensuring there is always a team around the students, enabling them to succeed and thrive. We notice when a student is not okay, and it's really core to our staff here. It's a core value that we notice and we know our students well. That's why we're on first name terms with our students and vice versa. They call me Rosie, and it breaks down that barrier between us and them. We are very much here to support you and to get the best out of your time here at the UTC so that you can flourish and succeed. So if you have any questions, please put them in the Q&A chat bar along the side and we'll answer them now for you.
So I'm just having a look, and one of the questions that has come in is it true that you don't have a uniform? Lynn, are you able to answer that, please?
Yes, it is true that we don't have a school uniform. Our ethos, as Rosie said, is aligned with getting everybody work ready. So we ask our students to wear boardroom dress. It's not fancy, it doesn't need to be complicated, but we ask them to wear sort of non-jeans, non-trainers, really the sort of clothes that you would wear if you were going for a professional interview. Our students enjoy that. They have the freedom to express themselves a little bit and to be creative with their clothes, and they always look fabulous when visitors come on site.
Thank you, Lynn. Another question that's come in is whether or not we have any GCSE languages and whether or not you can study English at A level.
Is that for me, Alice?
Yes, please.
Okay, so unfortunately, English is not an A-level option here at UTC Oxfordshire. I'm sorry. It's unlikely to be either because it doesn't fit in with our specialisms. At the moment, GCSE languages, again, it's not something that we're able to offer. We do have lots and lots of options at GCSE though. As Sam said in her introduction, it's quite a wide offer for GCSE level, but at the moment it doesn't include language.
Okay, there's a couple of questions from current students asking if they have to register to apply for sixth form. So just to answer that quickly, I'm about to do an upload to all of our current students. Will just be able to click through and your information should be pre-filled. I'll send out a link with further information after this event. Through. Rosie, this would be one for you. It's a question asking if we have a SEND department and can we accept students with an EHCP?
Yes and yes. We have a brilliant SEN department who support the students in a variety of different ways, making sure they get the external support and internal support that they need. And we will definitely accept students with EHCPs. When you apply, you just have to make sure that that is known.
Thanks, Rosie. Lynn, we've got a question regarding destinations and what sort of apprenticeships our students have gone on to.
So our students this year, as I said, was a bit of an unusual year, but we have sent students into local industry. So we've had students go on to join the teams at Williams, at BMW, at Jaguar Land Rover, so the sort of automotive side of it. We regularly send students to AWE and to many companies who are, nearby in Science Vale. So we're always looking for new opportunities to support our students in whatever pathway they choose to go on.
Thanks, Lynn. And when do students need to make their application by?
So this year we are going to ask our own students to put an application in. In fact, I'll be launching it at the beginning of December. So the students will have an assembly and I'll talk to them about doing their own application. We will try and prioritise our own students and interview those, and then we will review the external applications. The application process, once the applications are in, all students will be interviewed. So it does take a little bit of time, but we can be flexible around the school day and do them after school. And I'd aim to have them all finished by the end of January.
Thank you. Sam, we've got Chris would like to know what universities and courses have students gone on to?
We have a wide range of universities, everything from Oxford, Cambridge, Russell Group universities, Bristol, Birmingham, and then some of the lesser known ones. And also I can see that there's questions about high level apprenticeships as well. So BMW, UK Atomic Energy, Lynn will be able to add to them. We will, I think we have on our destinations page, and if not, we'll send out the information from this meeting this evening, a little bit more of a detailed breakdown of where students have gone to if you're interested in that.
Thank you. And another one for you, Sam. Does the UTC help the student decide on the right pathway when starting at year 10, and will there be a chance to speak to a member of staff?
Yes, of course. So through the year 10 applications for year 10 are open now. What will happen is the head of year 10 will talk to all students coming through. We also do CAT tests at the beginning of that application process to ensure that you are actually on the right pathway that you've chosen. So there's lots of advice as that application progresses.
Thank you. I'm going to roll these questions, two questions into one. How long is the school day and is there homework? Lynn, could you answer that, please?
The school day starts at 8:40 every morning with tutor and can last until 4 o'clock, depends on your timetable. So you're in for a long day, just as you would be if you were at work. And yes, there is lots of homework, sorry, but you will have some independent study periods during the day, so you can work in a quiet area and do some of your homework whilst you're here.
Thank you, Lynn. I'm just having another look through. Do I have to have an interview? Was one of the questions that's come in.
Yes, you do. It's really important that if you choose to come to the UTC Oxfordshire, that we are both confident that this is the correct place for you. I absolutely put my hands up that it's not necessarily for everybody. So we're not about just enrolling students for the sake of it. I would like somebody from the sixth form team will do an interview, get to know a bit more about you, what you're hoping to do, and for you to get to know a little bit more about us. So definitely an interview.
Okay, thank you. Any further questions that have come in? We're going to send out an answer sheet to all of the questions that have come in. What we'll do now is hand over to Sam just for some further information before we wrap up.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I hope you've enjoyed hearing about the aspects of our UTC in more detail. It's given me some hints and tips from the questions that you've posed of what else needs to go on the website, so we'll make sure that we have a look at that. We would really like to invite you to look around in person once we're able to have visitors on site safely, avoiding the COVID part of these things. But please apply online. We've got your contact details, and what we will do, we'll keep you informed of any updates, and also we'll be sending out answers to the Q&A and further information. I know we had a little glitch there with Richard's ELP presentation, so that will be sent out as well. And we also have this presentation that will be available on our YouTube channel. There's some other virtual tours and various other YouTube videos that you might be interested in looking at there as well. So thank you so much for joining us this evening, and we look forward to see you in the future very soon. Thank you.